Hey everyone, it's Afty, and this is another Before You Buy. This time, it's the Super Carrier for DCS World. If you don't know what a Before You Buy is, it's where I give you my pros and cons with some gameplay clips to see if this module is worth your hard-earned dollars. Okay, so the very first pro on our list is going to be the ground crew. So the ground crew, in my opinion, is the best part about the DCS Super Carrier add-on. So there's no hotkeys you're going to have to remember. You're just going to start up your jet like normal, and you're going to taxi out to one of the catapults, and the ground crew there is going to guide you in. They're going to give you the, the commands: turn forward, turn left, put your launch bar down, put it up, spool the motors. It's just, it gives you a lot of great immersion, and there's no hotkeys to remember, like which button is it to hook to the actual catapult, when the ground crew will do that for you. I almost forgot one thing. So when you're on the standard carrier and you're hooked up to the catapult, all you need to do is put thrust to maximum and it'll shoot you off the carrier. With the super carrier, you're actually going to have to give the command to give the shooter the signal to launch you on the catapult, which is the salute. So you're actually going to have to go to the F10 menu and hit salute, and then they'll get ready to fire you off the catapult. It's pretty cool. So the next pro I have for the Super Carrier module is going to be the long lineup light. So on the back of the Super Carrier, there's going to be a light. And when you're centered on the landing deck, because the deck is angled to the carrier, it's going to glow orange or amber. If you're too far to the left, it's going to be blinking red. It's going to be, and the closer you get to center, the faster it's going to blink. So if you're very far off to the left, it's going to blink steady, and as you get closer to the middle, it's going to start blinking faster until it becomes solid. And the same for the right side, it's going to go green. So another cool feature you're going to get with the DCS Super Carrier module is you're going to get an optical landing system widget that will pop up on your screen when you get close enough when you're coming in for your landing. Now some people may say that this breaks immersion, but it just really helps you be able to focus on flying and being able to glance at where you are on the glide slope versus zooming into the carrier deck, seeing where you are on the ball scale, and zooming out and trying to adjust that way. It just makes flying in the group a lot more easier. So with the DCS Super Carrier module still in early access, there's a lot of upcoming features that still are yet to be implemented. Now this is somewhat of a pro and somewhat of a con, because who knows when these features will be released. But the features that I'm most excited for are the elevator to bring you up to the flight deck, and the, I guess you could call it the 3D briefing room. From the photos I've seen of the 3D briefing room, it's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys watched Battlestar Galactica, but that's one of my favorite shows of all time. And in the pilot's, I guess, ready room, briefing room, you got all the pilots sitting there, and then you got the CAG, captain of the air group, giving the briefing and showing all the different slides and videos on the screen. I'm assuming it's going to be something like that, and I'm not sure how it's going to be implemented in multiplayer, I don't think anybody knows, but I got high hopes for this feature. It's gonna be pretty sweet for multiplayer, I think. So another cool bonus you get with the DCS Supercarrier module is you get the Russian Kuznetsov, I think it's pronounced Kuznetsov class aircraft carrier. It's the aircraft carrier that has what I call the ski jump at the end. It looks pretty cool. And it also comes with the aircraft Sukhoi Su-33 Flanker D, which is a low fidelity module. So I believe it's part of the FC3 or Flaming Cliffs 3 package, but it comes bundled with the Supercarrier. So if you don't have a carrier equipped aircraft already, the Supercarrier bundles the Flanker for you, so you can at least use the carrier. Now here are some cons. So this module is very expensive for what it is when it's just a boat. There's a standard aircraft carrier in the game and it works just as well. It just lacks the features that the Supercarrier has. The Supercarrier module will eat your frame rate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's a resource hog. So you might have to dumb down your graphics a little bit just to run the Supercarrier. I don't know why it eats your frame rate. Maybe just because it's an early access and they haven't optimized it yet. But you're going to need a pretty tip-top PC to run this like a stable 60 frames per second or higher. The biggest con, in my opinion, for the DCS Supercarrier module is that when you're doing night ops, the deck crew don't have those light up pylons in their hands. So when you're taxiing out to the catapult, you can't really see what the crew is telling you to do. Like, you can't tell if they want you to come forward. You can't see if they're telling you to go left. You can't tell when they want you to come forward to lock yourself on the catapult. You're basically using your night vision goggles when you're on the deck. I think that the crew are definitely going to have some light up pylons eventually, but right now it's kind of a pain in the rear. Another con for the Supercarrier is that there's a lot of missing features. Like I said before, in the pros, it is kind of a con. Missing features, and the biggest thing is the slow development for the Supercarrier. It seems that they just rushed this module out and put it on the back burner for other projects, but right now the Supercarrier works as intended, I guess. It gives you a great immersion, but other than that, slow development kind of sucks. So another con for the Supercarrier module is that not every multiplayer mission or even single player campaigns support the Supercarrier module. So you're kind of paying for this boat that you're able to use, but if it's not implemented in the mission that you're wanting to play, or on the multiplayer server you're playing on, you're not going to be able to use it. So, is the Supercarrier going to set sail with your money, or is the standard carrier that comes with the game all you need? Let me know in the comments below. This is Afty signing off. We'll see you in the skies. Good hunting.